Welcome to the Jesus Show. Not that one.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. This week's show is a little late. If you saw my Instagram, my show Instagram, I said that Allie needed to go to CQ today, training for work. So she took the laptop, and then now it's later on at night, and I'm recording it. Now, could I have recorded the episode yesterday? Yeah, I could have. Could I have done it the day before? No, I couldn't have done it the day before. We're still working with one computer, my laptop, and Allie's still doing all that stuff with the mover, uh, like putting in claims and stuff with our insurance. So she needed the computer. I couldn't take it on the road, and the trip I just worked, it was a 3 day. The first day in Sarasota, I could have done it because I had a longer layover. The second one in Austin was like 10 and a half hours. It was really, really short, really quick. Anyways, remember, follow me on Instagram at The Jesus Show NTO, Twitter at Jesus Show NTO, Facebook, The Jesus Show, not that one, TikTok at The Jesus Show, not that one, YouTube, type in The Jesus Show, not that one, or The Jesus Show NTO, and then email me your questions, comments, concerns at The Jesus Show NTO at gmail.com. At the top of the show right now, I'm going to just share, I guess, more of my last thoughts about the move, about what's going on. If anything really big happens, I'll let you guys know. But I want to put that behind us. I want to get back to talking about, farts, pooping, burps, the funnier things in life. So just to give you some feelings that I've been feeling about the move lately, about what happened. One of the biggest things that I keep thinking about is how much of a failure that I feel like I am. Me and Allie are. I say me and Allie, but Allie's, having the baby. I'm just in the background going like, "Hey, I'm here." Um, the baby hasn't arrived yet, but I feel like I'm already failing the baby. I feel like I'm already failing Allie, and it's a shitty feeling, just because like looking back, yeah, it's easy to say like, oh, I should have done this or should have done that. Um, and I didn't. And I know I've heard people's different stories. What I mean by that is, people have told me stories of things that have happened to them before. And I think to myself like, oh man, I would never let that happen. Or, oh, if I was in that situation, I would definitely do this. And a couple years ago, I've changed the way I say things, where I say, if I was in this position, I hope I would do this or that, or I hope I would be smart enough to this, or I hope I would. And I just feel like this was one of those moments where I should have done things different and I didn't. Um, I feel like I handled the movers when I got here pretty well. I mean, I feel like I should have, I don't know, yelled at the guy a little more. Not necessarily for him, because I don't think any kind of yelling, any kind of reasonable argument that I would have given him would have changed his mind at all. Because mover and flip flops are just two fucking thieves. You can't change that kind of thinking or mentality. But I just feel like it would have been good for me. I would have felt better. But then I think to myself like, but why do I need to feel, or why do I need what am I trying to say? Why do I feel the need to yell at him? You know? Um and yeah, it just sucks. Like every time I look around, like you can see a box right there off screen or on. It's actually on screen. It's behind me. But every time I see things in disarray around the house, all the damaged shit that they messed up, the stuff that we don't have that they stole, that's when I like. That's when I think about it, and like I try not to think about it. Is this thing gonna fall? Yeah, it feels like it's gonna fall. Um, I try not to think about it, and it just sucks. I'm like, damn it. Um, oh, I also tried this thing. I'm trying this thing where I'm not drinking. As of March 30th, I gave up drinking. I'm gonna try to give up drinking for a month for fun. Um, but I thought about it because I mean I started drinking a lot when this move started uh spiraling. Yeah. When we got here, I was drinking almost every day. And not just like one or two. I was like putting down a 12 pack. And then I started thinking like, well, my dad drank when I was a kid. Well, my dad left when I was a kid. But he was a big drinker. And I don't want to be like that. And I thought, ooh, I need to relax. And also I was drinking because like the whole situation sucks. The whole situation sucked. It is sucking. But to cope with it with alcohol is definitely not the way to go. And I'm just happy that I'm able to see that, recognize that, and then stop it. Um, and a couple a couple times Allie was telling me, she goes, Are you getting drunk? And I said, No, why do you say that? She goes, Oh, because I see like 4 beers that turned into 8 beers. So I was just asking. And then I'd realize like, oh shit, I've put down 12, 14, 15 beers. And, I was like, it's like, fuck, I am drunk. um, so yeah, I'm gonna take a little time off from drinking. I think it would be good for my mind, body, and soul. Um, I told Allie I was gonna wait until the baby's born to have another drink in celebration, but then I think I wouldn't want to. Like, I don't feel like I want to drink when the baby's around because I want to make sure that I'm sober enough to take care of the baby. I want to make sure that if Allie needs a break, I can step right on in, whether it's taking care of the baby or taking care of the dogs. Because if I'm, wasted, passed out somewhere in the house, then I'm no use to her. So then she has to take care of the brand new baby and she has to take care of 2 fucking dogs. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have a couple drinks before the baby gets here. Maybe not. I don't know. Like I don't feel like I need to drink. Like I don't feel the need like, oh, I need to drink. I need to drink. I don't feel that, thankfully. Um but yeah, I'm just going to take a break. See how long it lasts. I don't know, maybe it'll last a month. Maybe it'll last a year, 10 years. Maybe after the month I'm going to be like, "No, I need to have my beer." Who knows? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um. Oh, also, there's something on my leg. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. The story. So Allie met with a reporter on Monday. Today's Wednesday. He came. He interviewed her. They did the whole. She's been talking to him back and forth, and even after he's left on Monday, she's been sending him more emails, pictures, proof of all the stuff that we have for the story. And tomorrow night at 10 p.m. on CBS2, at least here in the local area, the news story is going to air. And I'm going to try to see if I can get a link to put it on the show Instagram so you guys can see it. Just see what see the story on what the reporter did. So that'd be kind of cool. It sucks that Allie's not going to be around to see it. She's going to be flying. She leaves tomorrow. She went to training today, and she leaves tomorrow on a 3-day trip. So she won't be around, but I think I can record it for her on the DVR that we have for Xfinity. I don't know if we have a DVR. I got to figure that out. If not, I mean, maybe the reporter will send her a link. The reporter will send her a link, or maybe even just send her the story. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. So that's the stuff I wanted to share with you guys. The last little tidbit that I want to share with you guys about the move and my feelings about it. Like I said, I want to get back to talking about just stupid shit and having a good time. Not that I haven't been having a good time. It just sucks. Like it helps me. It helps me when I talk about it. But then because I talk about it so much, it starts sucking. And then I don't want this podcast to just be me complaining about the movers every fucking week. So yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, that's done. All right, let's get into important topics. Like, here's a question for you. When you flush a dead spider down the toilet, do you ever fear like it's gonna... Okay, so you kill a spider. This is what I've done. I'll kill a spider, right? Kill a spider. And then instead of throwing it in the trash, which I have thrown it in the trash, sometimes if I'm close to the toilet, I will throw it in the toilet. Especially if I kill the spider in the bathroom, then I just put it in the toilet because I think, oh, now it's being flushed away forever. And then there's times where I have to take a really mean shit and I kill it, whoop, and then I put it in the toilet, I flush it, and then I drop trowel and I sit on the toilet and I'm ready to take a shit. But then there's a lot of times where I think, is that spider really gone? Is that spider gonna come up and like bite my butt cheek? Is it gonna bite my butthole? Is it gonna bite my balls? These are things that I think about and that I fear, and that now you guys know that I fear and that I think about. And I think to myself, I can't be the only one that thinks this way, right? I can't. Like, I think I shared this before. I don't ever fear. I don't know why I can't talk. I think I've shared this, that I feel as if I don't have original thoughts. Like, they're original to me, but I don't think I'm the only one ever in life to think about this. That's why I think there has to be other people that feel this way. Like, do you guys feel fear? I am so sorry. Do you guys feel as if well, first off, do you guys even flush spiders down the toilet, dead spiders? Because if you don't, then this is not a problem you ever have. But maybe it's an ant. Maybe it's a fly. Maybe it's some sort of bug or insect that you put in the toilet and you flush. Do you ever feel as if it's gonna come back up and bite you? Here's another thing that I've thought recently, and I don't know why. I've been like thinking that snakes are gonna come out of the fucking toilet and bite my asshole. I don't know why. I don't know why. Well, okay, maybe I do know why. Maybe about a year ago. Okay, during the pandemic, I watched a lot of YouTube and I went down a lot of rabbit holes. And there was this one case in particular in Australia, which in Australia that makes sense. Is this mic falling? Yep, it's falling. Man, this damn mic does not want to stay. Sorry, guys. I might have to hold the mic in my hand. Okay. I'm off camera holding it with my hand because for some reason it does not want to stay today. Anyways, it would make sense in Australia because in Australia, I feel like everything down there wants to kill you. And I feel like Australia was made to be a death trap. So, but I saw this YouTube video and it was this guy, this plumber, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I pulled out this 20-foot snake from the toilet. Like it was coming up the toilet and the family called him and he pulled it out and it was like 20 feet." And I thought, "Oh my God." So I saw that and now I think to myself, "Oh, snakes are going to come up and bite my asshole when I'm taking a shit." Don't know why. I saw that. I keep saying I don't know why, but I do know why. So I saw that once, and now it's a fear of mine. That's so weird. I don't understand how that happens. Like I see one thing and then I go, "Oh yeah, that's gonna happen." Maybe it's because I'm in Indiana and I see Indiana as like it's not LA. It's not is it rural? Did I say it's rural? No, it's not rural out here. It's not like we're in the middle of nowhere. But I feel as if there were snakes coming out of toilets, it would be here. That sounds just, now that I say it out loud, it sounds stupid, but I have irrational thoughts. Just like I think I've shared with you guys. If, like my mom when I was a kid told me that if Greg and I drank coffee as kids, we would be midgets. She was like, "Do you know what a midget is?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know what a midget is." She goes, if you drink coffee, then you're not gonna grow and you're gonna be as tall as a midget. And I went, "What?" So then I never touched it. And even now when people offer me coffee flavored candy, I go, "No, I'm good." Mostly because I don't like the taste. And number two, I think I'm gonna eat it and then I'm gonna start shrinking. So yeah, there's that. A couple weeks ago, do you guys know what furries are? I know what a furry is. Do you know what a furry is? If you don't know what a furry is, look it up. A couple weeks ago, we were at Crown Brewing. Let's call it Crown Brewing. Crown Brewery. Let's call it that. I'm going to have to learn the names of places around here. Anyways, it was Ali, myself, Jorge, and Alex. We went, I was having a couple beers. We had some pizza. And Alex said something about furries. And she was like, "Oh, I watched this show on Netflix. I think it's called My Strange Addiction on Netflix." And she was like, "Yeah, furries." And I think, was it Jorge? Maybe Jorge didn't know what furries was. But like here in Chicago at the Hyatt, I've been there a couple times on some layovers, and they've had a furry convention. And it's just a bunch of people that dress up in furry costumes, like a Mickey. So when I used to work at let me try this again. When I used to work at Disneyland back in the day, anything with a head that you couldn't see the person's head, we would call it a fuzzy. So a furry is the same thing. You can't see the person's face because they have a head on. They have this elaborate costume on. Well, from my understanding, fuzzies, I don't think all of them, but there is a section of fuzzies who they get together and they fuck. But in the costumes. Like that's how they get off. It's like, "Oh, I'm a dog because I'm dressed up like a dog. And then I'm humping a cat. And the person is in the cat costume. I'm in the dog costume. And we're humping. And then just like, busting nuts." And then that's what gets them off. And I just think that's so different. I'm not going to say weird, because I think weird, to say it's weird is dismissive. Because just because I don't enjoy it doesn't mean that people shouldn't be doing it. Do whatever the fuck you want. And then Alex was saying that there was, on the show Strange Addiction, she said that there was people that balloons make them come. Like, I don't know if it's maybe the noise, the popping, like anything about the balloon. They're just like, they hear it and they're like, or like, pop, and they're like, oh, they're busting nuts. What? It's just odd to me that something that simple can make somebody climax. You know? Clearly, we're all different in this world. But it's funny to think that something that scares a lot, like a popping balloon, if you don't know it's coming, you just hear it, it's pop. Especially if it's one of those balloons where it's, it's super inflated and just any little thing will make it pop. Pop! Super loud. I don't know, maybe me making that sound just made somebody bust a nut or come. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Oh, a couple weeks ago, we took the boys to the vet because we wanted to make sure that everything was okay with them. Just as a precautionary thing. And we wanted to find a new vet in town because they had their vet out in Vegas. So now they need a vet here. So we took him to the vet and they said, hey, can you bring in a fecal sample? Man, I really can't talk this episode. I think I need to do mouth exercises before I talk to you guys. We took them in and they said, hey, can you bring in a fecal sample? Sure. The boys pooped. We picked it up. We had it in their poop bags. And then came now we have to take it from the house to the vet. Well, the only way to transport it is in the poop bags in the car with us. What we should have done is we should have put it in a Ziploc bag and then put it in the car. But we went poop, bag, closed the bag, and then had the bags in the front seat with us. Allie had, who did she have? I remember maybe she had Apollo's poop. But she had it by her feet. I had Thanatos' poop at my feet as I'm driving. And it's just wafting up. It was so bad. And why didn't we roll down the windows, you ask? Let me tell you. It was raining. So we couldn't. Because if we did, the inside of the car would be drenched. We didn't think that one through very well. It smelled so bad. But then I thought to myself, why aren't poop bag companies making them better? Why don't they make them smell 10 times better? Why don't they make them slightly thicker? I don't know. But poop bag technology needs to get better. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Poop bag technology needs to get better. Because that was really, really, really bad. It was bad. You know what I don't understand is why people wear, when they go to I'm trying to talk about soccer games. When you go to a soccer game, you see one team play another team, right? And usually it's two club teams playing or two countries playing. So it could be a league game or it could be a international game, right? This is what I don't understand. When I've gone to, let's say, for example, when I've gone to Galaxy games, I go to a Galaxy game and I myself wear a Galaxy jersey because that's who I'm rooting for. So I'm rooting for the home team. So I have the home team jersey. So I have a Galaxy jersey on, right? And then I see people wearing Arsenal jerseys. Well, they're not playing Arsenal. I see Real Madrid jerseys. They're not playing Real Madrid. I see people wearing Barcelona jerseys. And you guessed it, they're not playing Barcelona. And I go, is it that now you're just wearing any soccer jersey to show that you like other teams? Okay. Then I'll see, I don't know, a France jersey. And I think to myself, wait, hold on. This is my belief. This is what I think. If you go to a soccer game, right? And let's say the New England Revolution are playing Miami, right? There's only two acceptable jerseys you should be wearing. Anybody in the stadium. There's only two. One is a home or away jersey for the New England Revolution, or a home or away jersey for Miami. That's it. That's it. There shouldn't be Arsenal jerseys. There shouldn't be Real Madrid jerseys. There shouldn't be Pumas jerseys. There shouldn't be Club America jerseys. There shouldn't even be FC Dallas. There shouldn't be the Columbus Crew jerseys out there. There shouldn't be Austin FC jerseys. None of that should be going on. And I think as a society, we should hold ourselves to a higher standard. Hey, let's agree that this place, these are the two acceptable jerseys. Everything else, it's dumb. It's stupid. Don't do it. Don't do it. You may be asking me, but Jess, not everybody might have a jersey for either team. That's fine. Here's the other thing. You don't have to have a jersey of either team to attend these games. You don't. But then here's a solution for you. Don't wear any jerseys then. If you don't have one of the teams who are playing their jersey, then don't wear a jersey. Wear a regular shirt. Just go, because you don't need a jersey to enter to have fun at the soccer game. A soccer game's for everyone, all ages, any and everybody. What it's not for is the blatant disrespect for each team that you decided, I'm going to go watch an MLS game, but I'm going to wear a Spanish league's team's jersey. Yeah, that makes more sense. It doesn't. Because we're not there. And it's not an exhibition. If it was an exhibition for one of those teams, wear your jersey. Be proud, yes. But what that also tells me is perhaps these people are diehard, let's say, Real Madrid fans. Cool. So you're letting me know that you're a fan of Real Madrid. Fantastic. That's who's not playing right now. Did you not get, this is what I want to ask the people. Hey, did you drive yourself here? Or, did you get dropped off? Do you pack, if you were to have lunch, right? If you were to take your lunch from the house, right? Are you packing your lunch, or is somebody else packing your lunch for you? You kind of see what I'm trying to ask him? Here's another one. If you were to live alone, now I'm talking obviously to adults. If you live alone, do you have privileges to have a gas stove in your place? Or is it strictly hot plates and microwaves. You know, when you no, I think that one's pretty mean. um what I'm getting at is, are you tick touched? Are you touched in some sort of way? Is there a certain kind of bus that you would take if you were to go to school right now? You know what I mean? Because it doesn't make sense to me. If you go watch the US men's national team play against Mexico, right? And you show up with a Spain jersey, I think to myself, are you stupid? Did you not? Oh, did the people you came with, did they not tell you who was playing? Oh no, I know who was playing. Oh, so you willingly made a stupid decision. Oh, okay. Like we shouldn't, I don't think we should normalize that. If you show up with neither of the teams that you went to go watch, their jerseys or apparel, you should be like, haha, you're dumb. Oh, but why? I can bring whatever you want. You're right. You can bring whatever you want. You are correct. You can do whatever your heart desires. But then that means we, the people who are following the soccer rules of wearing a jersey of the team, the home team or the away team, we get to make fun of you for doing something stupid. I think that's how it should work. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. And I don't think that not just for soccer, for baseball, football, hockey, NBA, any of those, you wear the home team or the away team. That's it. Or nothing. 3 choices. Home team, away team, or nothing. And when I mean nothing, you don't wear any other team's colors. No other team jerseys. Like, I know I've seen when I would go to Angel games. I think one time I went to go see the Angels versus, Texas, the Rangers. And this guy showed up with a Yankees home jersey and a hat that was Yankees. And I thought, the fuck's wrong with this guy? Did he not know who was playing? And if he did, why what's the point of that? Like, he's a fan of the Yankees so hard that he needed to come to a game that clearly it doesn't look like he likes either of the teams that are playing. So why the fuck did he show up? It just doesn't make sense to me. It does not make any sense to me. And I don't know, maybe one of you guys out there can enlighten me and go, "Oh no, look, I've done it before, and the reason why I've done it is because," insert whatever excuse you want. And then I don't know, maybe it might make sense to me, like, "Oh, okay." But I don't know, I don't feel like I can be swayed on this. And again, listen to what I said. I don't feel like I could be swayed. Not saying that I can't be swayed. I'm just saying I feel like I can't. Because I feel as if it doesn't make sense to me. That's like, okay, Greg, my brother. I'm talking to Greg right now. If you go, oh, wait a minute. I think I'm calling Greg out. Or no, he went to go see the Vikings. So he had Vikings apparel when the Vikings played the 49ers. And he went to go see him because his friend Craig took him. Okay, well then I'm asking Greg specifically. I mean, I'm asking everybody, but right now I'm asking Greg specifically. Hey, Greg, if you were to go to an NFL game, would you wear Viking stuff or Patriots stuff to, let's say, 49ers versus any one of those other teams that's not the Vikings or the 49ers? Would you do that? Would you? Yeah. I mean, I hope you're going to say no. But if you do say yes, I would love to hear why you would do it. Yeah, I think yeah, that's good. That's good. Uh have you guys ever seen a street, like a sidewalk preacher? Have you ever seen that? Where you're walking down the street and then all of a sudden you hear, repent or you're going to go to hell. Like, what? It's 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. I'm enjoying the city. What the fuck is this? Uh where did I see what? I don't remember exactly what made me think about it, but I started thinking about it and I I've seen it many times in the LA area. And I've seen it a couple times on some of my layovers when I'm at work. I've seen it a lot in Denver, downtown Denver. I most recently saw it during the baseball All-Star game that happened last year. I was walking and I was like, "Oh, let me go find some food." So I'm walking, da 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 da. I'm walking. And all of a sudden I hear it sounded like somebody had a microphone way too close to their mouth and they were talking like this. Where you can make out a little bit what they're saying, but not really. And the volume on their portable speaker was horrendously loud. It was like it sounded like that. So I hear this loud noise, right? And I'm walking, I was on this side of the street, and I don't know if you guys have been to Denver, but downtown you have, you know, both sides of the street, this side. And then in the middle, there's a walkway where it has like some food stands, some other little stands, and then on the sides, there's buses that run. Right? I don't think regular cars are able to go up and down that particular area. They can go across the street, but I don't think they can go up and down. I think that's only for buses to a certain point. Anyways, so in the middle there's this guy, and he's like, "Brr, brr, brr." And then I hear some people yelling at him, and you just hear a bunch of commotion. I thought, what the fuck's going on? And then as I got closer, he was like, "Oh, you must repent, and you know, Jesus wants you to do this and this." And then I thought, he doesn't know what I want you to do. Ha 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 ha. But see, he wasn't talking about me. He was talking about that one, not me. Um, and whatever he was telling these people, like he was telling them that they were gonna go to hell. Because I think there was two guys. What set this guy off was, not only was he just randomly telling people they were gonna go to hell, but I think what specifically peeved him off about these two people is, I think there was a gay couple. I think all they were doing was just holding hands at the light, like they were waiting to cross. These two guys were holding hands, and apparently that pissed them off. And they started yelling at him. And it was funny. I don't know exactly what they were yelling at him, but it was like, "Oh yeah, maybe you should try kissing a dude. Like, just give in to your urges." And I mean, it was pissing the guy off, which I mean, I think is funny when people get so pissed off over something so stupid. Like, I don't care who's kissing who's holding whose hand, who wants to hump who. I really don't care. I could care less. Because I'm in my own little world. So I don't think of like, oh man. And here's the other thing. I know there's a lot of groups out there. There's a specific political party who, for some reason, is scared of the gays. Oh my God. They're like banning gay marriage and the kids can't know what gay stuff is. Like they're so afraid of it. And what I don't understand is they piss and moan about, they make it seem like the gays are out there trying to recruit people, and they're not. And it brings to mind, I saw a meme on Instagram, and that's what really got me thinking. And I thought to myself, oh my God, that's so true. Because it was, how many times have you been tried to, like, how many people have tried to convert you to a religion, Christianity, Catholicism, whatever? How many people have tried to do that, right? And I can think in my head a lot. Like, I feel like, and when I was a kid, I was one of those Christian people that be like, have you heard about the word of the Lord? Fucking hated doing it, but I did it as a kid because that's what we did with the church. Like, it's, everybody needs to hear about the Lord and everybody needs to know about it. So, I mean, I've been the person trying to talk you into, oh, come join the Lord's team. But I've never had gay people on a corner yelling, "Hey, you need to try being gay." Never in the history have I had that. I've never seen that. I've met some gay people who have asked me like, "Oh, are you gay?" And I go, "No," and they go, "Okay." That's it. I've met plenty of Christian people who go, "Oh, do you go to church?" And I go, "No," and they go, but why?" I just don't want to. "Oh, but you really should because in the book of this it says." "Oh, okay, cool. I'm good. No, thank you." And they will persist on telling me and why and how if I don't, I'm gonna go to hell. And I'm like, dude, back the fuck up. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it. And even like, oh, especially when I tell them like I don't believe in that. Oh, man. There's been many times where I've pissed people off and I'm like, I don't believe in your magic man. Like, yes, I know like Chris Angel's out there, whatever Copperfield guy. Like, yeah, I know magic exists, but just because magic exists doesn't mean I'm gonna believe in some, magic man in the sky. Like, I don't believe it. But if you believe in it, fine. I don't care. If that's what you want to believe in, if that's what helps you, perfect. I don't care. But don't force your shit on me because I'm not telling you, oh, you need to not believe in God. I don't believe in him. I mean, there's still times where I go, my mom will talk to me and she goes, oh, well, everything happens for a reason because God, yeah, you're right. Amen. I do it to kind of antagonize her a little bit, but also, like I say, I just because I say it doesn't mean that I'm going to I don't feel like I can't say it. Like I said, if you believe in it, you believe in it. Good for you. If you want to pray when I'm around, I'll pray with you. I'll bow my head and I'll do all that. I'm not anti that. But I just think it's odd that one side is, oh, we got to stop him because we got to save this country. And then the gays are just over here like, hey, we just want to have fun, have a couple cocktails and chill. Like, let's all have fun. Like, yeah, why aren't we more like them? Like, these religious people are a little too hot. Like, relax. less relaxed. It's everything Irie. Oh, here's the thing that I just realized on my last work trip. Why the fuck do some people have to drink at 6 in the morning? We were going Chicago to Orlando. It was a lot of kids, a lot of parents. And I mean, I felt like every couple rows, we get to, passengers, we're going to give them something to drink. Like, oh, I'd say, oh, what would you like to drink? And more than once, these people are like, oh, I need to drink so bad. And I thought, it's 6 in the fucking morning. What has your day been so far? First off, what time did you wake up? 2, what has happened between you waking up and getting to the airport and getting on a plane that you say, oh man, I need a drink? I kind of wanted to tell these people, I think you might have to reevaluate your life. Because if you're fiending for a drink at 6 a.m., you have problems. Now, should I be judging people? Absolutely not. If you want to drink at 6 a.m., you should be able to drink at 6 a.m., which these people were drinking at 6 a.m. I shouldn't be judging them, but I was judging them real bad. This guy in first class, he said, oh, can I get a double jack on the rocks? Okay, sure. I've never personally, I've never understood trying to get wasted on the plane. The few times that I've gotten up in first class, I think I've had maybe one drink. One time we were flying, me and Allie were flying to Chicago, flying to Chicago to come to Indiana to visit her mom and dad. And our friend Rachel was working the flight. And we got first class. And then she kept telling, she's like, oh, you want a drink? You want a drink? You want some, like, what do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? I was like, I'll just take a water. She was like, oh, come on, have something fun. Like, So I had a beer. I think Allie had a mixed drink. I didn't even drink the beer. I drank maybe a quarter of it. And then I passed out. And then when we landed, like we woke up on landing, the plane's wheels are hitting the tarmac or the runway. And I jolt awake. Huh? What? And then as we were getting off, Rachel was like, oh, you guys didn't even drink your drinks. I picked them up and they were like full. I don't feel like doing it. One time I was deadheading from LA to Narita, and I was sitting by one of my crew members, and I have a hard time sleeping on planes. And I mean, I do everything. If I know I'm taking a flight, especially a long flight, I try everything to not sleep so that when I get on the plane, I can sleep. And that still doesn't work. I was going to Narita, deadheading from Narita LA to Narita. And I tried sleeping. I couldn't do anything. And my crew member goes, hey, maybe have a couple glasses of red wine and that might knock you out. And I go, oh, okay. So I had 2 glasses of red wine. Nothing. It was so bad. I couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't fall asleep. It was terrible. I don't know how passengers do it, especially on long flights like that. But yeah, try to say, I'll have a drink after 12 if you must. But fuck, at 6 a.m. Oof, way too early. Okay, that's today's episode. Guys, thank you again for coming back to the show. I really appreciate it. Remember, rate, like, and subscribe to the Jesus Show, not that one. Tell everybody you know about the show. Tell them to subscribe. Grab people's phones if they let you and hit that subscribe button and leave me a little review or just hit the 5 stars. if you think I'm worthy of it, hopefully I am. So we can keep having this podcast grow. Again, thank you again for coming back, and I will see you next week.